Past Now, Read, Presents, another story that needs to be told, entitled Flight into Nowhere. Flight into Nowhere. The runway shimmered in the morning heat. Ellie tightened the straps of her headset, trying to hide the slight tremble in her hands. Across from her stood Gus Bryant, the burly old flight instructor, built like a wrecking ball, with a voice that sounded like a gravel truck in low gear. His pale blue eyes watched every nervous twitch she made. He scribbled something into her logbook. The final endorsement. "You sure you're ready for this, darling?" he asked, voice low and rough. Ellie straightened her pink cap. She tucked her braid behind one ear and forced a bright practice smile. "Yes, sir," she said. Gus grunted. He handed her the clipboard. "Weather's clear for now," he said. "But south of here, it can turn on a dime." He leaned closer, voice dropping. "Keep your head out of your ass. If it gets thick, you turn around, you hear me?" Ellie nodded quickly. Maybe too quickly. Gus didn't smile, didn't even blink. "And darlin', you don't get extra points for being stubborn." The words hit her harder than she let show. She turned without answering. She walked stiffly toward her waiting Cessna 152. Tiny, bright white, goofy blue stripe along the side. Her world. The propeller coughed to life. She taxied out onto the runway, heart pounding, throat dry. This was it, her first solo cross-country. She was going to fly alone across 3 airports, with nothing but sky and sunlight ahead. At least that was the plan. The first hour was beautiful. Smooth air, the plane light and responsive under her fingers. The world spread out below her like a quilt. Green fields, silver rivers, the lazy blue curve of the Gulf far off to the east. She adjusted her course, checked the paper map spread neatly beside her. Her hands stopped shaking. A small grin tugged at her mouth. "This is it," she whispered. "This is what flying's supposed to feel like." She even imagined Gus back at Mason Airfield, grudgingly muttering, "Maybe she's got it after all." For once, she felt bigger than the world. The clouds came from nowhere. 1 second, endless blue. The next, a smudge of gray growing fast on the southern horizon. Ellie leaned forward, squinting through the windshield. Her little Garmin showed no warnings. The morning forecast had been clean. But now, a wall of dark mist and boiling vapor swallowed the sky. Fast. Violent. Alive. Her gut tightened. Maybe she could swing west. Go around it. Maybe. She banked left, squinting, adjusting her heading. The clouds swallowed her whole. The first raindrops hit the windshield like gunshots, a sharp, violent drumming. The horizon disappeared. All around her, white, then gray, then black. Visibility was gone. Ellie clutched the yoke. Her knuckles turned bone white. Sweat slicked her palms. Fly the plane. Trust the instruments. She stared at the artificial horizon, that tiny, precious line. But her body screamed that she was banking right. Instinct begged her to correct. She fought it. The yoke trembled in her hands. The altimeter ticked downward. Downward. Her stomach flipped violently. The world tilted. Her training whispered, "Your body lies. Only the instruments tell the truth." But her instincts screamed louder. A wave of vertigo slammed her. Up felt down. Left felt right. Gravity pulled wrong. She gasped aloud, fighting nausea. Her knees quivered so badly she could barely press the rudder pedals. Outside, nothing but a swirling maelstrom of gray. The engine coughed. A single wet sputter. Ellie's heart stopped. She flicked switches, tapped gauges, fingers fumbling. The propeller steadied. But fear clamped her chest like a vice. Lightning flickered inside the clouds. A deep growling thunder answered. Her little plane shuddered in the updrafts. Papers ripped loose from her kneeboard. They flapped like wounded birds inside the cabin. Her headset crackled with static. No clear voices, only the howling storm and the ragged gasps of her own breathing. She wiped rain and tears from her eyes. The altimeter continued its slow, merciless spin downward. 3,000 feet, 2,500, 2,000. And then she broke through the cloud. Below her, nothing. Nothing but endless, black, churning water. The Gulf of Mexico stretched beneath her like a grave. No lights, no land, no horizon. Ellie's breath came in ragged sobs. Her fingers clawed at the map, desperate, knowing it was useless. She was lost. Hopelessly, utterly lost. The storm yanked the little Cessna sideways. Her body slammed against the seatbelt. She gripped the yoke so hard her fingernails cracked. Think, Ellie. Think. She grabbed the mic, keyed it. Her voice broke. Mayday. Mayday. Cessna. 152 November. Lost over Gulf. No visual. Low fuel. Only static. Her mind splintered. Sweat poured into her eyes. Her stomach twisted. The altimeter spun toward 1,000 feet. Below, the water waited. Cold. Black. Endless. There is no way out. The thought hit her with brutal, soul-crushing force. No airports, no highways, no fields. Just water. She blinked through tears, hands trembling on the controls. Her head smacked the side window as the plane jolted. Stars exploded behind her eyes. "Come on, Ellie," she sobbed aloud. "Come on, girl, keep it together." Her knees quivered so badly, she could barely press the rudder pedals. The world spun sickeningly. She thought about her parents, about Gus back at the hangar, about the kids from high school who always said she was too delicate to hack it in aviation. She thought about her dreams, barnstorming her way across the country, making a name for herself, and felt hot shame rise in her throat. I'm gonna die because I'm a stupid little girl playing pilot. The altimeter unwound, needle spinning counterclockwise. She was descending. She had no idea where she was. "I'm sorry," she whispered. Mom, Dad, Gus, everyone. The plane bucked hard, the nose pitched down. Ellie felt herself starting to let go, starting to surrender. And then, the sky roared. Out of the mist, like avenging angels. 4 fighter jets dropped from the clouds, sleek gray predators slicing through the chaos. Ellie's mind couldn't process it. Hallucination? Dream? The lead jet rocked its wings. Left, right, follow. A second jet drew up alongside her battered Cessna. Close enough she could see the pilot's visor. A gloved hand pounded the palm. Land now. Follow us. Ellie choked on a sob. Relief crashed over her. Blinding. Overwhelming. Violent. She yanked the yoke, falling into line behind them. The tiny Cessna limped forward. Her body shuddered with exhaustion, terror, disbelief. The jets fanned out around her, protectors against the storm. Below, the runway of a hidden military base appeared. A shining path carved into the endless black water. Lights. Solid ground. Salvation. She followed the lead fighter down. The Cessna bounced hard onto the wet asphalt. Tires screeched. Wheels slid. But she was down. She was alive. The engine sputtered and died. Silence. Ellie sat frozen. Hands welded to the yoke. Heartbeat hammering so loud it drowned everything. The door wrenched open. Bright flashlights blinded her. Voices shouted. She didn't hear them. All she could do was sit there. Laughing. Crying. A shattered girl who had flown through hell. And somehow survived. You have been listening to Flight into Nowhere, written and adapted for audio narration by PASTNOWREAD. Stories that need to be told. A story of heart, fear, and the will to survive. Special thanks to the spirit of every young pilot who ever found themselves lost and chose to keep flying.